Hey everybody, this is John. This is FlintTalkRadio.com, and as promised, we have Pac-O-Mojo in the house, in the studio, and you guys are, I think you guys are phenomenal. We just heard you last Saturday out there at that the open house you guys played at out there in Linden, did a live remote for you guys. We heard you down at Atwood Stadium for the first time. You guys are, that was magic though, by the way, at the Atwood.
Thank you.
You know, the Saturday performance was great, but the Atwood, I think, was the first time. Was that the first time you guys appeared in public?
That was our first.
Yep.
Yeah. So now you guys have been a lot of you guys have been around the music scene for quite some time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we
so,
all have.
So I'll tell you what.
All our secrets now.
So it's like we'll start out. Guess what? I'll start out here to my left, your right. I'm gonna move the camera over so you guys can introduce yourself a little bit. Okay. Okay. Start over here on my left. You guys right. Start out with your names and what you guys play in the band.
Okay, I'm Terry Lydell. I play lead guitar in general cut up.
Generally speaking.
Okay.
I'm Dennis Bellinger. I played bass guitar and sing backup. We all sing backup. The whole band sings. So
Okay.
that's a given for everyone.
Okay. And
Also general cut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Try to be.
and the one in the middle there.
Yeah, I'm in the middle, stuck in the middle again. My name's Kurt Johnson, and I play guitar and keyboards also.
Okay.
And having a real good time with these guys here.
Sound like you guys. You sound great though, and you sound like look like you guys are having a good time out there.
We were.
And
It's
Okay.
the real deal.
so we'll get over to the other two guys on the very end there, on to your left there.
My
Okay.
name is Eric Gentry, lead vocals.
And Mark Walrath, drums and backup vocals.
You guys are like. I think you guys are gonna be the next big act out of Flint. Myself. I've been around music
you
scene.
do.
Yeah, I hope so. You got to be kind of arrogant. You got to be, you got to be willing to blow your own horn, toot your own horn, whatever they call it.
Yeah.
You guys are like, now a lot of you have like a background with other bands, obviously. You're not, like, let's face it, you're not a teenage band playing in a garage. You guys have been around the music scene for quite some time. A lot of you have.
Yep. Yep.
So, anybody want to start out, talk about who they played with?
Well, we're more than 29.
29 and almost looking at the other
We've
29.
been there, done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's more than 29.
Our main musical goal is not to sound old. We're trying to bring the elements of the past with what's going on today. So
Exactly.
Now, you guys, like, how would you best describe your own sound?
It's rhythm and blues.
Okay.
Funk rhythm and blues from basic older packages. Yeah. Eric has put a new flavor in with the lead vocals, of course. He's also older than 29 too, but
Just barely, though, right?
younger
Right,
than
just
the
barely.
other measurement.
Right. Now, let's see. A lot of you
Yeah.
guys played for years with different bands, all right?
oh yeah,
Yes.
No,
we can start on this side of the room and
so let me go over here and I'm gonna spin the camera over to that angle here. So, I got a new toy to play with on this thing. So, okay, we're gonna start there with you, Denny. Can you hear? Or?
Well, I used to play in, when I came back from the military, I started in a band called Justice Miles in the 70s. It was a local band, and we played around here for quite a while, and that was with Jerry LeBlanc and Jory Pettiprint. And in the late 70s, Mark Farner called me, and I played with him for several years, and then later on, they called me to play in Grand Funk Railroad, and I was in that band from 81 through 83. And then I was back in Mark Farner band from 83 to 86. So there was about an 8-year span there that I played with Mark, quite a bit. And then I worked at the Genesee County Road Commission. I got out of the business for about 10 years. And it's been just a mad maniac, attempt to try to get back in the business. I was freaking out for so long. Seems like once you get out of it, it's very difficult to get back into it, and this has just been a blessing to get with these guys. It just, everything has fallen together just beautiful with the help of God, because we couldn't have done it without Him.
Absolutely.
Amen to that.
And it's just been a wonderful experience. It's better than I could have ever hoped for, because I really couldn't figure out a format that I could play that was really viable, that anyone could get into. And this is so different and so wonderful that it's a blessing. And we're all so fortunate. We just we can't believe it ourselves. It's better than we could have ever dreamed of. And and we love how original it sounds and how everyone accepts it and everything. The applause that we heard at Atwood Stadium surprised us more than anyone,
Yeah,
because it
it
just, you know, it was all original music played for the first time in front of a crowd. And usually, you know, as soon as you mention the word originals, eyes glaze over, everybody starts snoring, and it's time to go home, you know.
Right.
But it was wonderful. It worked out great.
I definitely thought so too. I mean, I definitely thought, I was like, I listened to other bands in that lineup for that, you know, for that day, and they were great. I'm not going to knock any of them. I'm not going to say, but when I heard you guys, I was like, these guys have been playing around for a while. You know, that's my assumption. You guys have been all over your season. You've been around together for a while. Now you're getting a little more notoriety. You're playing here in this venue, and like, when I found out that was the first time you actually played together, you know, publicly like that, I was really taken back. So
Cool.
I said, I think we're witnessing something really unique here. So that's the reason why we kind of like, Steve and I both, Steve Myers and myself both, is like, we definitely got to follow these guys a little closer. We got to get them to do an interview. We got to find out more about them. So I'm glad you guys, you know, thought we were worthwhile to come out here and talk to. So
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's an honor and a privilege, man. We were thinking if there's any way we can do something for you guys, let us know.
yeah, we definitely like to be on board for this, because we just we're excited because Flint's a beleaguered area. I take it most of you are from around the Flint area or Genesee County area. I mean,
Yes.
and
Been
so-
around here my whole life, anyway, mostly.
No, it's like no, Eric, you're like, are you? I think I'm taking you probably the youngest person in the band, right?
Slightly, yeah.
Slightly youngest.
Baby.
No, we didn't cover your musical background a little bit. Would you want to go into that?
Yeah, we can go into that. I think the first thing I ever did to make money in music was writing songs and lyrics with a producer for Ready for the World way back in the day. And after that, I was inducted into the Daz Band.
Okay.
They were a big R&B band in the 70s, and that was in 91 when I joined them guys. After that, I came back and did some top 40 with the Crowd Pleasers. That's Babyface's whole top 40 band out of Cleveland. And bounced around, did rock for about 5 years with the Fiends in Wonderland. It was a local band. We jammed all over here.
So-
And went into hiatus for about 7 or 8 years till I met these guys.
Now, how did this occur? I mean, it's like all you guys are like seasoned musicians. How did you meet up with this guy here?
Well, I can start it, and then I like to pass
Okay.
it over to these guys.
Yeah, definitely, I'd like to include everybody. I don't want to.
Kurt Johnson is the composer of the original Music Beds, the songs that you heard at the show. A buddy of mine woke me up off my couch and said, "Hey, I know some guys got some really good music. Why don't you try to write something to it?" I said, "Dude, I haven't written in years," but when I heard the music, the lyrics and everything fell into place. And that was around January.
Okay.
We got 17 songs, and I love them. I love these guys. I love the music, and it's heaven sent.
Yes, it is.
But there was some of the bands you already talked about that you had worked previously with. Definitely different than this feel than what this band's got to feel with. you
Yeah,
know?
definitely. But when I'm at home and I sit around and I write my own little original music, it's kind of, romantic and sappy, nothing like the heavy stuff I used to do. So, I mean, we all have got a big, broad library of music in our minds and our hearts, and we blend all that, the best of the best together, and we come up with this sound.
No, Mark. Yeah, so you're the drummer of the band. So who would you say is your big influence? From your you draw from?
Oh, I would say my biggest influence would have been Mitch Mitchell from Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you.
Buddy
So that shows you've been
Miles,
around for a while.
Well, that's
That's who you really
we don't
remind.
want to tell our age, really.
you're
Buddy
dating
Miles,
yourself there,
Buddy
man.
Miles was bad too, wasn't he, Dennis?
Because you got that big foot and
No doubt.
the big snare, man. That's pretty mild.
No doubt about it.
Yeah. I also apologize to everybody for not having enough. My little
Hey, that's all right.
little
that's
box
cool.
there to put all those headphones in. I had 4 in the slot, and there's 5 of you. So, so I'm not gonna suggest you guys kick any of you out. So we'll just definitely work what we got here.
We're working it.
So now
We're
what's
close enough to share.
yeah. Besides you, now you guys are playing like you guys definitely seem to enjoy working together, and that's like that was apparent out there the other day. And
Absolutely.
did you, by the way, did you get enough? Did Eric get enough of those maraschino cherries? They were.
Oh, I love those things, man. That Ryan had those cherries dipped in the Don Q151. They had a little kick on them.
Yeah. That's like so you're having fun eating those, I think.
Makes the microphone a little sticky.
Dennis said I got the microphone sticky.
It's like flypaper now.
That's what you take alcohol swipes for, man. It cleans that stuff up real quick. No, obviously all of you have like your different groups that you draw from. So we'll go over here to my left again and see what you would say about which you drew from there. Okay, so okay, there you go. I want to get you on the camera there. So
Okay.
yeah.
What are you asking?
No, I said it was like now who did you draw from musically? You know, like
Well,
from the
musically,
past.
my biggest influence would have to be Mark Farner.
Mark Farner.
Yep, he's the reason I started playing guitar in the first place.
And you got a chance to actually work with him.
Yeah, got a chance. That was the cool thing about the Atwood show is I've always wanted to meet Mark.
Right.
I've always wanted to play Atwood, and I've always wanted to open for him, and it all came together in one place.
No.
So
See,
yeah, that was a big thrill for me.
Yeah.
so that's like, but who else would you say you cite for be like your
Oh, Robin
influence?
Trower is another big influence of mine. But I really like the blues a lot, and I like the way a lot of the guitar players from the '70s interpreted it. Like Jimmy Page is another good one. You know, all those blues players. Eric Clapton's another one that I really draw from.
You guys got a great sound. I mean, I was a group I like, and my friend put me onto is Widespread Panic. And there's a couple of songs you guys do that are really reminiscent of their sound. I think it sounds. And I don't know. Are you familiar with Widespread Panic? Any of you? Or
I can't say I've heard.
yeah,
of
I
them.
definitely say give it a listen to because they're a great band. They're kind of a jam band feel to them, and the way you guys are laid back and your songs have that sound. I think they have that sound. In my opinion, I'm not the greatest musicologist, but that's I see something real similar to it. So, but I don't like to pigeonhole people because I think that kind of narrows it down, and I think that devastates the artistic process. But
Right.
I think you guys have got a great sound. How would you say you what kind of input do you have like when they're making a new song? How's that the creative process handled in this band? How's the creative process handled?
The
Yeah.
the creative process.
Yeah.
Well, I composed the music. We started this some years ago. I started writing music. I'm not a lyricist, so I just said, well, let's. I got discouraged from playing music years ago, from ups and downs, and trying to make it here in Michigan, and our economy, which has gone completely upside down for silly reasons. Obviously, that if we know the truth about it.
Yeah. Amen.
But so we wrote the music first, and I says, well, let's not put a band together. Let's put some music together, and Dennis came was the first guy here to help me pursue this. Probably every musician's dream is, well, let's do something real and make it work. Well, okay, let's try it again, one more time, one more shot. And we got our music together, and I'm not a lyricist, and we went out on call for who's going to sing, who's going to write this stuff, and we tried some people, and when we first heard Eric's a version of a song, we thought, wow, well, a little rusty vocally. To be honest with you, we were all rusty.
But it was new, and that's what
But
helped.
but it was real.
Yeah, that's what I got from that.
He would, and the second time he come back in to do it, I looked at Dennis, and both our eyes were up there, going, "Wow,
Yeah, we freaked out.
it is real." And
Yes.
we didn't change a thing. Every song that he wrote 8 songs in 2 days.
Wow.
We never changed the demo. One thing he had, everything was worked out, background and double tracking, and it was most of the thing that impressed us was the reality of the messages, what he was saying. It was all from the real things that we all individually have encountered in life, and the ups and downs, and
Personal experiences.
personal experiences and personal dreams. What we dream about. Well, I'd like to do this, or we'd like to have this kind of life, or
Encounters with friends, loved ones,
Yeah.
just general life.
it
Right.
all came together, and we didn't change nothing, and we decided, well, it is what it is, and we all sat around thinking. We listened to our first demo cut. We liked it. We were
Shocked
proud.
us.
But we're sitting around for weeks saying, is anybody else going to like this?
We're going, what is that?
Well,
Who's playing drums?
we
on it?
decided, let's not worry about it. Let's just pursue it and do it and finish it, and it is what it is. Most importantly, be real. So we just try to be real. Not real big, not real small. We're just real.
Yeah.
You guys can perceive that how you want to take it.
Right.
And so I had a deja vu at the concert, because I come from I've been playing music since I was 15 in Flint, and I started with a band called the Jazz Masters, who at that time Don Brewer from Grand Funk was playing, and Bobby Caldwell, Herm Jackson, Bob Caldwell, me on guitar. From there, that band we did a couple years, and then Terry Knight came into the picture. And so that went on to a thing for 3 years of moving around the Midwest and New York and LA, and we did Dick Clark and all them shows like that. And then it was the end of Terry Knight, and then came Grand Funk. Let me back you up. In 1967, the Deja Vu that I was talking about was, I played with Terry Knight in the Pac at the Atwood Stadium about the same time of year, same type of evening. And when I got up there, and that was 67, how many years is that? Do the math.
42 years.
More than 29. And I just got this deja vu for a few seconds that I've been here before and done this. It was a good feeling. It gave me a vote of confidence because it relaxed me, because I was nervous like everybody else. I haven't played out in a while, and I haven't played in 20 years. And that was my first live performance also. Play guitar? Yes, I play guitar all the time. It's my medicine. It's my psychological baby. And how do I perceive? What was that original question?
No, it's like how do you? No, it's like how was like the it was about the artistic process and all that, the input. Like how do, say for example, how do other people, other members contribute to the songs? That's a basic. I mean, I think you pretty much covered it, but I mean, it's like if they you said you write the music and then then Eric wrote the lyrics.
Throw it together.
Music was done,
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
He basically he really wrote off the basic rudimental flow of the music, the groove. I'm going to call it the groove. I told everybody, I says, let's just establish a good groove, lock it in, keep it simple, because the groove is what makes people dance. I'm not a dancer, but it makes me want to dance. I wish I could dance.
Try awful hard.
I've seen it. It's ugly.
Yeah,
Try really hard.
I try it, and I will get better.
Well, maybe this makes it big. They'll want to be tapping you for like Dancing with the Stars, so they'll give you all those classes. How's that?
I hope so.
That'd be great. I would love to see that. Cause see, I think what I think too. See, this is Flint Talk Radio, so we always try to emphasize what's going on here in Flint, the good, the bad, and I think this is something. Being here in Flint, you got to be something. It does give you kind of a legacy, kind of a spiritual thing that we all tap into. Let's face it, we're tough people. We've gone through some seriously tough times. Most of us will never gain any prominence. And a lot of our suffering and stuff like that we've gone through is just going to go pretty much unheard of in the future. And I think when the band like yours comes out of Flint, I think it resonates well. Like I know Bob Seger. I mean, I tell people from all of the part of the country, when you listen to Bob Seger lyrics, there's a couple of lyrics that he does in the song, Night Moves. When there's that pause there in that one song, you can feel the cold. Like if he's talking about when the approaching winter, it's gonna be an early winter and stuff like that. Yeah. You have to be from Michigan to understand what he's talking about. That's gonna be lost on a large portion of the population. I mean, it's a great lyric, it's a great song, in every dimension, but it just resonates better with us, I think, than the people from anywhere else. And I think that's what it is. So that's what I get to. That's the reason I'm clicking with your band so much. It's just you guys are here. You've been here for years. You've gone through this stuff with us, and you're not some outsider who just wants to be a flash in the pan. You got longevity.
We're all in this
Appreciate
together.
it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
One thing we like people to grab and grasp out of our music is the reality of it all. We try to be as deep as we can, but not philosophical. It's the working man's song. So when you listen, you're listening to 5 guys who were previously employed. Now 4 out of 5 of us are drawing unemployment.
Losing our homes.
We're losing our homes as we speak. We get together and we jam. We're not trying to make $1 million overnight. We just want to be successful in what we do and what we love. And you can hear it through our music, hopefully.
And we have basically been through the same exact thing that the rest of you have here in Genesee County and in Flint.
We're with you.
We are on a shoestring budget every day. Some days we don't have money to even get to rehearsal. There have been times when I considered thumbing it. But we want everyone in Flint to take heart and know that we are your band, because
Absolutely.
We are from here. We experience the same things that you do. We are just as disheartened by the economy and by the fact that this corrupt and immoral federal government has taken away our industry. They've just shipped it right out of the country, wholesale, piecemeal. And what they've done to us has been something that has been in the planning for hundreds of years by the central bankers. And they finally pulled it off, the biggest swindle in the history of mankind. And it's not your fault. And we want everybody to know that. It's not your fault, you know. And we're all in this together. And if we're all in this together, then we all have to stand together, because we either stand together or we hang separately,
Right.
you know. So
Right.
That's
we're all in this together, and we all got to stand tough. And people from Flint, we just want you to know, you got to hold your head up, man.
Yeah, it's
Keep your head up, man,
Yeah.
because all you got to do is just ask man above, you know. And
You don't know what you can do.
that's right. You don't know what you can do.
no.
You know?
This town is a tough town. I mean, a lot of people here are like very tough-minded. We have to be. Basically, we're becoming a laughing stock. You know, certain movie maker, you know, it's out of Davis, and I don't really like the man. I'm gonna be honest about it. He talks about, he shows everybody what the problems are. Well, who the hell doesn't know that?
Yeah.
Who doesn't know what the problems are?
Yeah, we're living it.
Yeah, it's like and all these people are like saying, well, yeah, I've talked to people from the outside, and they'll say, well, it's so great that he raises the consciousness. Says, yeah, but we're all aware of it.
Yes.
The people the people he's supposed to be raising the consciousness of don't have a conscience. You know, I mean, they do unconscionable things. So, but anyway, I don't want to distract too much from that, because I
Right.
mean, let's face it, your music is like it's part of that. I mean, all this stuff you're drawing from is part of that. I'm bitter about what's been done to the people of this area,
Yes.
and what a lot of people have allowed happen to themselves.
Well, it's just a vast wasteland from Detroit to Saginaw now, Bay City, you know. And I mean, it's just the whole place is basically out of employment. No one's working, and it makes it rough. But like I said, you know, hang in there, you know, hang tough, man, because you know it's going to be all right. It's gonna
And
be
out of
right.
all that dreariness, we'd like to thank you guys for the ray of sunshine of getting that video
Yeah.
on
Yes.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yes.
We want to thank Flint Talk Radio for that exposure, bro.
Absolutely.
The
Yes.
video's doing good.
It really is.
It's mind blowing.
Yeah.
Brought a tear to my eye. the other
Yes.
day. Thanks, bro.
Well, see, that's what basically. I'm not a very emotional person, but when it talks, my family's been in the Flint area over 150 years. You know, my dad's side of the family in particular, and it's like I know there are a lot of things that they can aim at. There's a lot of bad people out there who are doing stupid things in their lives, and they're we have to reap the rewards of their stupidity. But you know, there's a lot of good things in Flint. I mean, we had the best standard of living at one time in any other part of the United States.
Yeah.
And we also did more. And let's face it, we have done more for our, you know, we're mockery now. We're mocked now. But we have done more than any other part of the world, a lot of portions of the world, will ever do.
Right.
Yes.
So we already been there.
We can still be proud.
Right. We can
That's
still be
right.
proud. We
We have a
achieve more.
legacy.
We still achieve more than they ever will think of doing it.
Yes.
And that's why I want people to. But that music, I mean, music is like some people say it should be a protest. And in a sense, I hear your music and the lyrics of your songs. There's kind of like, this is what's going on in my life. You're not saying, you're not hitting people over the head. This is what's going on with me. And you know, but I still got this other stuff going on. You know, there's other stuff going on. There's still something within me that's going with, despite all these things going around me. And that's what I'm taking away from the songs that I'm hearing. And I'm actually hearing their songs in my own head all the time. You know, and I mean, Steve
That's a
Myers
good
and I talk
thing.
about that. Yeah, that's
a
see,
good thing.
So a lot of local bands, they create lyrics and they don't have the hook, they don't have the sound, and you got to have that for people to make music memorable.
Right.
And I think your music already, because I hear the songs going, and Steve Myers said the same thing. He was at work the other day, and he said he heard that song in his head, several of the songs going through his head. And he said that's unusual for a band that's local to have that kind of appeal, because a lot of them, they got something down, but they don't have all that stuff. You got to have everything, all you got to have all your oars into the water at the same time.
Cool.
And that's what you guys seem to, for me, to be having, you know.
Well, with the grace of God, we're going to put Flint back on the map.
Yes, we will.
Yep.
Yeah,
In
it's
a good way.
And represent Detroit when we go out.
We'll do our part.
Thank you for the compliment, man.
yeah,
Appreciate it.
yeah. So anyway, now you could do a MySpace place, right?
Yep.
Okay. Now, would you want to tell people what that is so they can
It's myspace.com/Pac-O-Mojo.
Okay, and now who's the one that maintains that? Is what you or
I put it up to start with, but my wife is maintaining it.
okay? Because that's kind of good to know that somebody in the family or connected to the band, and not some
Oh, yeah.
some guy who's got a computer shop and does that on the side.
Yep, she's doing that one. She just got done putting up a Facebook page for Pac-O-Mojo as well.
Now you guys,
We're pushing it out there.
you guys definitely would want people to contact you for like gigs.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and
yeah.
so you want you to. How would you suggest doing that? Through that MySpace?
Well, the quickest way would be to go through MySpace because I get all those messages, so I'll see anything from anybody.
Yeah, and it's like and it's like, well, I was gonna say, wouldn't I want to wrap this up because I want you guys to. You probably got other things to do here, but I really am so glad you came in, and
So
We
and
appreciate it.
Yes.
if you guys want to come in on a regular basis and talk about what's going on with the band, or if you want to do, and that'd be cool. Maybe we can get you in to do an acoustic set here, right here in that little room.
Wow.
Yeah, that'd be kind of a cool idea.
Well, thank you.
Do that.
Of course, I don't know if Eric there is gonna his presentation usually is gonna be really kind of hampered in that small of a room, so he likes to move around quite a bit.
I just have the seatbelt into the chair.
Yeah,
He'll
that's
like
awfully hard to do though. But
like it.
but people, if anybody listening to this, you definitely, if you hear these guys are out somewhere, definitely make the effort to go out there and see them because I think you'll be really surprised. I think you're going to get into it. You're going to be a follower, and I'm glad you guys came in. Like I said, I'm like, I guess it's some kind of fawning because it's so seldom that you actually hear. But you guys are like closer to my age. You're not like a bunch of people screaming into a microphone and saying stuff I can't agree with. I can relate to your songs,
Well,
and I
thank
like
you.
that feeling.
Great.
Thanks,
John.
bro.
Thanks, Jack.
And it's like
Appreciate it,
and
man.
like I said, anytime you guys want to come and let us know, all right?
Thank you, brother.
Cool. Thank you.
Thanks for having us,
Yep. And
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
right.
thank you, Flint.
all the listeners.
We're here
We
for
love you all.
Yes,
That's right, we do.
okay, and you have a good day there. Okay.
All right.
All right,
Thank
no.
you, brother.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Peace.